Have you ever felt a disconnect between where you are in life and where you yearn to be? Like you're reaching for a dream that seems just beyond your grasp? Well, what if I told you that you possess a hidden power to bridge that gap? A power that lies dormant within you, waiting to be awakened. I once knew a man named Alex. He was a gifted musician, pouring his heart and soul into his craft, yet he struggled to find an audience, a stage where his music could truly shine. He felt lost in the sea of aspiring artists, his dreams seemingly fading with each passing day. One evening, as we sat on his porch, the melancholic strums of his guitar echoing the turmoil in his heart, he confessed, "I feel like I'm shouting into a void. My music deserves to be heard, but I don't know how to make that happen." That's when I introduced him to the concept of manifestation, the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions can shape our reality. Initially, he scoffed, "Sounds like wishful thinking," but with gentle encouragement, he decided to give it a try. We explored the power of intention, visualization, and cultivating a positive mindset. Months later, I received a text from Alex. It was a picture of him on stage, bathed in the warm glow of the spotlight, a crowd cheering his name. "Remember when I told you about that void?" He wrote. "Well, I think I found my way out of it." Alex's story is a testament to the power that lies within each of us. When we align our inner world with our outer aspirations, we can create extraordinary things. In this episode, we will delve into 10 powerful ways to relax and manifest everything you want. We draw inspiration from ancient wisdom and modern practices, guiding you on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. So settle in, take a deep breath, and get ready to unlock the magic within you. Let's begin. 1. Harness the power of your mind. Alright folks, let's dive right in. When it comes to manifesting your desires, your mind is your most powerful tool. It's the command center for your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, the very ingredients that shape your reality. Think of it like this. Your mind is a fertile garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, guess what you'll end up with? A garden full of weeds. But if you nurture those seeds with positivity, love, and belief, you'll cultivate a flourishing landscape where your dreams can blossom. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but my mind is a chaotic mess. Thoughts are constantly swirling around like a tornado, and I can't seem to tame them. And you know what? You're right, our minds can be pretty unruly at times. But with practice and the right tools, you can learn to calm the storm and harness the incredible power of your mind for manifestation. One of the most effective ways to find that inner stillness is through mindfulness meditation. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Oh great, another meditation lecture, hear me out." Meditation isn't about sitting in a pretzel position chanting OM for hours on end, unless that's your thing, of course. It's simply about taking a few moments each day to disconnect from the external noise and reconnect with your inner world. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, and they will, trust me, simply observe them without judgment. Imagine they're like clouds drifting across the sky, coming and going without disturbing the vastness of the sky itself. Gently redirect your attention back to your breath, to the rise and fall of your chest, to the feeling of air entering and leaving your body. The French philosopher Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." In our hyper-connected, always-on world, finding moments of solitude is more important than ever. Meditation is like hitting the pause button on your mind, allowing you to step back from the chaos and reconnect with your inner peace. Another powerful tool for harnessing the power of your mind is affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either out loud or silently, to reprogram your subconscious mind and align your beliefs with your desires. For example, if you're trying to manifest a loving relationship, you might repeat affirmations like, "I am worthy of love," or "I am surrounded by loving and supportive people." The key is to choose affirmations that resonate with you and repeat them regularly with conviction and emotion. Think of affirmations like planting seeds in your mental garden. Each time you repeat an affirmation, You're planting a seed of positive belief that will eventually blossom into reality. The more you nurture those seeds with repetition and emotion, the stronger and more vibrant they will grow. The philosopher William James believed that the greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. By choosing to focus on positive affirmations, you're essentially rewiring your brain to attract more positivity into your life. So, my friends, take a deep breath and start cultivating a mind that supports your manifestation journey. Calm the mental chatter through meditation, reprogram your beliefs with affirmations, and nurture a garden of positive thoughts. As the Buddha wisely said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. 2. Go with the flow. Alright, let's talk about something we humans tend to wrestle with: control. We love to believe we're in the driver's seat, steering our lives with precision and planning. But what if I told you that surrendering the wheel sometimes, letting go of that tight grip, can actually bring you closer to your desires? Imagine you're sailing a boat on a vast ocean. You can chart your course, set your sails, and navigate with skill, but you can't control the wind, the waves, or the currents. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is adjust your sails, ride the waves, and trust that the currents will eventually carry you to your destination. The Stoics, those masters of wisdom from ancient times, understood this dance between effort and surrender. They knew that clinging to the illusion of control only leads to frustration and disappointment. Instead, they advocated for acceptance, for recognizing that sometimes the best thing we can do is go with the flow. The philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." It's about recognizing that life has its own rhythm, its own timing, and that sometimes the most unexpected detours lead to the most beautiful destinations. So, how do you actually practice this going with the flow thing? Well, it starts with awareness. Pay attention to those moments when you feel that tight grip of control. Are you constantly checking your phone, worried about missing out on something? Are you micromanaging every detail of a project, afraid of making a mistake? Are you trying to force your opinions or beliefs on others, convinced that you have all the answers? Once you've identified these tendencies, it's time to start loosening your grip. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that you don't have to be in control all the time. In fact, surrendering to the uncertainty of life can be incredibly liberating. Think of it like this: you're planting a garden. You carefully choose the seeds, prepare the soil, and water the plants, but you can't force them to grow. You have to trust the natural process, the rhythm of the seasons, the wisdom of nature. The same is true for manifesting your desires. You can set your intentions, visualize your goals, and take inspired action, but ultimately, you have to surrender to the timing of the universe. Trust that things will unfold as they should, even if it doesn't always look the way you expected. Now, I know letting go of control can be scary. It's like stepping off a cliff and trusting that you'll land safely. But here's the thing. Sometimes the most amazing experiences happen when we're willing to let go of our expectations and embrace the unknown. So, my friends, loosen your grip on the reins of life. Surrender to the flow. Trust the process, and enjoy the ride. As the Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu said, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." 3. Manifest with gratitude. Alright, let's talk about gratitude. That warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you truly appreciate the good things in your life. It's like a superpower, a secret weapon in your manifesting arsenal. But how can focusing on what you already have help you attract more of what you want? It seems counterintuitive, right? Well, think of it like this. Imagine you're throwing a party and you've invited a bunch of friends. Some of them show up with thoughtful gifts, expressing their appreciation for your invitation. Others arrive empty-handed, barely acknowledging your efforts. Who are you more likely to invite to your next party? The universe works in a similar way. When you express gratitude for the blessings in your life, you're sending a powerful message to the universe that you're open to receiving more. It's like saying, "Hey, universe, I appreciate all the good stuff you've already given me, and I'm ready for more." The Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca recognized this when he said, He is a great man who uses earthenware dishes as if they were silver, but he is equally great who uses silver as if it were earthenware. It's about appreciating what you have, whether it's a simple meal or a luxurious feast, a cozy apartment or a sprawling mansion. So, how do you actually practice gratitude? Well, it starts with awareness. Take some time each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It could be your health, your family, your friends, your home, your job, or even the simple pleasures of a sunny day or a good cup of coffee. You can start a gratitude journal, write thank you notes, or simply take a few moments each morning to appreciate the good things in your life. The key is to make gratitude a regular practice, a habit that you cultivate day after day. Another powerful way to express gratitude is through acts of kindness. When you help others, you not only spread joy and positivity, but you also reinforce your own sense of gratitude. It's like a boomerang. The more you give, the more you receive. Think of it this way. Imagine you're walking through a desert, parched and exhausted. Then you stumble upon an oasis, a lush haven with cool, refreshing water. Wouldn't you feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude? And wouldn't you want to share that oasis with others who are also struggling? Gratitude is like that oasis. It nourishes your soul, replenishes your spirit, and inspires you to share your blessings with others. So, my friends, cultivate gratitude in your heart, express it through your actions, and watch as your life blossoms with abundance. As the Sufi mystic Rumi said, wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life. Fourth, use the power of attraction. All right, let's dive into one of the core principles of manifestation, the law of attraction. Now, before you dismiss this as some new age mumbo-jumbo, hear me out. The law of attraction is simply the idea that like attracts like. In other words, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions act like magnets, drawing similar experiences into your life. Think of it like this. Have you ever noticed how when you're in a good mood, good things seem to happen? You might receive an unexpected compliment, find a parking spot right in front of your destination, or stumble upon a great opportunity. It's as if the universe is conspiring in your favor. On the flip side, when you're feeling down or stressed, it seems like everything goes wrong. You might spill your coffee, miss your train, or have a frustrating encounter with a grumpy cashier. It's like the universe is reflecting your inner state back to you. This is the law of attraction in action. Your thoughts and emotions create a vibrational frequency that attracts similar frequencies into your life. It's like tuning a radio. If you want to listen to upbeat pop music, you wouldn't tune into a classical music station, right? Similarly, if you want to attract positive experiences, you have to tune your thoughts and emotions to a positive frequency. Now, I'm not saying that you can simply think your way to $1 million or a perfect relationship. Manifestation is not about wishful thinking or magical spells. It's about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your desires. The philosopher Aristotle believed that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. This applies to manifestation as well. If you consistently cultivate positive thoughts and emotions, you'll create a habit of attracting positive experiences into your life. So, how do you actually use the power of attraction? It starts with becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions. Pay attention to the stories you're telling yourself, the beliefs you're holding on to, and the feelings you're experiencing. If you notice that you're dwelling on negativity, try to shift your focus to something more positive. You can practice gratitude, focus on your strengths, or simply engage in activities that bring you joy. Another helpful strategy is visualization. This involves creating a clear mental picture of what you want to manifest, as if it's already happening. Imagine yourself living your dream life, feeling the emotions associated with it, and experiencing the joy and fulfillment it brings. The more vivid and detailed your visualizations, the more powerful they will be. You can even create a vision board with images and affirmations that represent your desires. Think of it this way. Imagine you're an architect designing a building. You wouldn't just start building without a blueprint, would you? Similarly, when you're manifesting your desires, it's helpful to have a clear vision of what you want to create. So, my friends, embrace the power of attraction. Cultivate positive thoughts and emotions, visualize your goals, and watch as your dreams begin to manifest into reality. As the Buddha said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. 5. Be mindful of abundance. All right, let's shift gears and talk about mindfulness. Now, before you think, oh no, not another mindfulness lecture, hear me out. Mindfulness isn't just about sitting cross-legged on a meditation cushion. It's about cultivating a way of being, a state of presence that allows you to tap into the abundance that already surrounds you. Think of it like this. Imagine you're at a concert surrounded by incredible music, dazzling lights, and the energy of the crowd. But you're so busy checking your phone, chatting with your friend, or worrying about what you're going to eat later that you completely miss the experience. You're physically present, but mentally and emotionally, you're miles away. That's where mindfulness comes in. It's about bringing your attention to the here and now, to the sights, sounds, smells, and sensations of the present moment. It's about savoring the taste of your food, appreciating the warmth of the sun on your skin, and truly listening to the words of a loved one. When you're mindful, you're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. You're fully present in the now, open to the possibilities that each moment holds. And that openness, my friends, is key to manifestation. The philosopher Lao Tzu, in his teachings of the Tao Te Ching, emphasized the importance of living in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. He wrote, "Be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you." Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I have a lot going on. How can I possibly be mindful when I'm juggling work, family, and a million other things? And you're right, life can be hectic. But even amidst the chaos, you can find pockets of stillness, moments to connect with your breath, your body, and the present moment. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before a meeting, savoring your morning cup of coffee, or going for a walk in nature without your phone. The key is to create space in your day for mindfulness, to cultivate a habit of being present. When you're mindful, you're not only more attuned to the abundance around you, but you're also more likely to notice opportunities and synchronicities that can lead you toward your goals. It's like you're tuning your antenna to the frequency of your desires, allowing you to receive guidance and inspiration from the universe. Think of it this way. Imagine you're searching for a rare seashell on the beach. If you're rushing around frantically scanning the sand, you might miss it altogether. But if you slow down, walk mindfully, and pay attention to the subtle details, you're more likely to spot that hidden treasure. So, my friends, cultivate mindfulness in your daily life. Pay attention to the present moment. Appreciate the abundance that surrounds you. Open yourself up to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. As the Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it." 6. Tap into the power of sleep. Now, this might seem a bit unexpected, but let's talk about the power of sleep when it comes to manifestation. You might be thinking, wait a minute, shouldn't I be awake and actively working towards my goals? And while conscious effort is certainly important, don't underestimate the magic that happens when you're catching those Z's. Think of it like this. Imagine your mind is a computer. During the day, you're busy inputting data, running programs, and multitasking like crazy. But at night, when you shut down and recharge, that's when the real magic happens. Your computer starts running background processes, organizing files, and optimizing its systems. Similarly, when you sleep, your conscious mind takes a break, but your subconscious mind is still hard at work. It's processing information, consolidating memories, and yes, even working on manifesting your desires. The philosopher Aristotle believed that sleep is the best meditation. He recognized that sleep is not just a time for physical rest, but also a time for mental and spiritual rejuvenation. It's a time for your subconscious mind to connect with the deeper wisdom of the universe and align with your intentions. Now, I'm not suggesting you just sleep your way to success. Manifestation still requires conscious effort and action. But by tapping into the power of sleep, you can amplify your manifesting abilities and accelerate your progress toward your goals. So, how do you actually tap into the power of sleep for manifestation? It starts with creating a relaxing bedtime routine. This could involve taking a warm bath, reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing meditation. The key is to wind down your mind and body, creating a peaceful environment for sleep. Another powerful technique is to set your intentions before you drift off to sleep. This could involve visualizing your goals, repeating affirmations, or simply expressing gratitude for the good things in your life. The key is to focus your mind on your desires, planting those seeds of intention in your subconscious mind. Think of it like this. Imagine you're sending a message to the universe, a cosmic text message with your desires and dreams. Before you go to sleep, you hit send and trust that the universe will receive your message loud and clear. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I often fall asleep before I even have a chance to set my intentions. And that's okay. Even if you don't consciously set your intentions, your subconscious mind is still receptive to the thoughts and emotions you've been cultivating throughout the day. The philosopher Immanuel Kant recognized the importance of sleep for clear thinking and creativity. When you're well rested, you're more likely to make positive choices and take inspired action toward your goals. So, my friends, embrace the power of sleep. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Set your intentions before you drift off, and trust that your subconscious mind is working diligently to manifest your dreams. As the psychologist Carl Jung said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." 7. Start your day with manifesting. All right, let's talk about mornings, that precious time when the world is still quiet, the possibilities are endless, and you have the chance to set the tone for your entire day. It's like a blank canvas just waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I'm not a morning person. I can barely drag myself out of bed, let alone engage in some elaborate manifesting ritual. And that's totally fine. You don't have to become a chirpy early bird to harness the power of mornings. Even a few small tweaks to your morning routine can make a big difference in your manifesting journey. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings, emphasized the importance of starting the day with intention. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Think of your morning routine as a sacred ritual, a time to connect with your inner self and set your intentions for the day ahead. It's like planting seeds in your mental garden, nurturing them with positive thoughts and emotions, and watching them blossom into reality. So, how do you actually start your day with manifesting? It starts with creating a morning routine that feels good to you. This could involve meditation, journaling, yoga, reading inspiring quotes, or simply taking a few moments to appreciate the sunrise. The key is to choose activities that uplift your spirits, connect you with your inner wisdom, and set a positive tone for the day. It's like tuning your instrument before a concert, ensuring that you're in harmony with the universe and ready to create beautiful music. Another powerful morning practice is setting intentions. This involves taking a few moments to clarify what you want to manifest that day. It could be a specific goal, a positive emotion, or simply a sense of peace and well-being. You can write down your intentions in a journal, repeat them as affirmations, or simply hold them in your mind as you go about your day. The key is to be clear about what you want to attract and to focus your energy on those desires. Think of it this way. Imagine you're a captain setting sail on a voyage. Before you leave the harbor, you chart your course, set your compass, and ensure that your crew is aligned with your destination. Similarly, when you set your intentions in the morning, you're charting your course for the day, aligning your energy with your goals. Now, I know mornings can be hectic, especially if you have a family or a demanding job. But even a few minutes of dedicated me time can make a world of difference. It's like investing in yourself, in your well-being, and in your manifesting abilities. The philosopher René Descartes famously said, "I think, therefore I am." But I would add, "I intend, therefore I create." Our intentions are powerful forces that can shape our reality. So, my friends, start your day with manifesting. Create a morning routine that nourishes your soul. Set your intentions with clarity and conviction, and watch as your day unfolds with purpose and abundance. As the poet Rumi once said, "The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you." Don't go back to sleep. 8. Visualize your goals. Alright, let's talk about the power of visualization. That incredible ability we humans have to create vivid mental pictures, to daydream with such detail that it feels almost real. This isn't just a fun pastime, it's a potent tool for manifestation, a way to bridge the gap between your imagination and your reality. Think of it like this. Imagine you're an athlete training for a marathon. You wouldn't just show up on race day without any preparation, right? You spend months visualizing yourself running the course, feeling the pavement beneath your feet, the wind in your hair, the cheers of the crowd. You'd picture yourself crossing the finish line, victorious and exhilarated. That mental rehearsal is key to your success. It programs your mind and body for the challenge ahead, building confidence and resilience. And the same principle applies to manifesting your desires. When you visualize your goals, you're essentially giving your mind a blueprint for what you want to create. The philosopher William James believed that the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. Visualization is a powerful way to alter our attitudes and beliefs, to shift our focus from what we lack to what we desire. So, how do you actually visualize your goals? It starts with finding a quiet space where you can relax and focus. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living your dream life. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are you doing? Who are you with? Don't hold back. Engage all your senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Imagine the warmth of the sun on your skin as you relax on your dream vacation. The taste of your favorite meal prepared in your ideal kitchen. The sound of laughter shared with loved ones in your perfect home. Don't just visualize the end goal, visualize the steps you need to take to get there. Imagine yourself taking action, overcoming challenges, and celebrating your successes. Feel the determination in your heart, the confidence in your stride, the joy of accomplishment. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a filmmaker creating a movie. You wouldn't just start filming without a script, a storyboard, a vision for the final product, would you? Visualization is like creating a mental movie of your dreams. It helps you clarify your goals, focus your energy, and attract the experiences you desire. Now, I know visualization might seem a bit out there at first, but trust me, it works. When you consistently visualize your goals, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind, and you're more likely to take action towards those goals. The philosopher Aristotle believed that the soul never thinks without a picture. In other words, our thoughts are intrinsically linked to images. And when we create positive images in our minds, we create positive thoughts and emotions, which in turn attract positive experiences. So, my friends, embrace the power of visualization. Create a vivid mental movie of your dream life, engage all your senses, and watch as your dreams begin to manifest into reality. As the motivational speaker Napoleon Hill once said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." 9. Breathe with purpose. Alright, let's talk about something we all do every single moment of every single day: breathing. It's so automatic, so essential, that we often take it for granted. But what if I told you that your breath is a secret weapon in your manifesting arsenal? A direct line to your subconscious mind and the energy of the universe. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Breathing? Really? That's it? But hear me out. Your breath is more than just oxygen in and carbon dioxide out. It's a life force, a rhythm that connects you to the present moment, to your body, and to the very essence of your being. The ancient yogis knew this. They developed pranayama, the practice of controlled breathing, to calm the mind, balance emotions, and even enhance our manifesting abilities. Think of it like this. Your breath is a bridge between your conscious and subconscious mind. When you breathe deeply and consciously, you're sending a signal to your subconscious saying, "Hey, I'm here, I'm present, and I'm ready to receive." You don't need to become a yogi master to manifest your desires. Even a few minutes of focused breathing each day can make a world of difference. So, how do you actually breathe with purpose? It starts with awareness. Notice the natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Feel the rise and fall of your chest or belly. Then, try incorporating some simple breathing exercises into your daily routine. One popular technique is called box breathing. It involves inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and holding again for 4. This rhythmic breathing pattern can help calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and enhance focus. Another powerful technique is called alternate nostril breathing. It involves using your thumb and ring finger to gently close off one nostril at a time, inhaling and exhaling through alternate nostrils. This practice is believed to balance the left and right hemispheres of the brain, promoting clarity and creativity. Think of it this way. Imagine your breath as a paintbrush and your intentions as the colors. When you breathe with purpose, you're infusing your intentions with life force, giving them energy and momentum. The philosopher René Descartes famously said, "I think, therefore I am." But I would add, "I breathe, therefore I create." Our breath is a creative force, a powerful tool for shaping our reality. So, my friends, breathe with purpose. Connect with the rhythm of your breath. Infuse your intentions with life force, and watch as your dreams begin to manifest into reality. As the spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle once said, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. 10. Embrace silence and connection. All right, let's talk about something that's becoming increasingly rare in our modern world, silence. We're constantly bombarded with noise, the chatter of the television, the pings of our phones, the rumble of traffic, and the endless stream of information vying for our attention. But amidst all this noise, it's easy to lose touch with something vital, our inner voice, the quiet whisper of our soul. Think of it like this. Imagine your mind is a lake. When the surface is choppy with waves of thoughts, worries, and distractions, it's difficult to see the depths, to connect with the stillness and clarity that lie beneath. But when the lake is calm and still, you can see all the way to the bottom, to the treasures that lie hidden within. Silence is like that stillness. It allows you to tune out the external noise and tune in to your inner wisdom, your intuition, your connection to something greater than yourself. And that connection, my friends, is essential for manifestation. When you're connected to your inner self, you're more aligned with your true desires, your passions, your purpose. You're more receptive to the guidance of the universe, the subtle whispers that can lead you towards your dreams. So, how do you actually embrace silence and connection? It starts with creating space in your day for quiet contemplation. It could be a few minutes of meditation each morning, a walk in nature without your phone, or simply sitting in silence with a cup of tea, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. The key is to disconnect from the external distractions and connect with your inner world. Listen to the whispers of your heart, the gentle nudges of your intuition. What is your soul yearning for? What are your deepest desires? Another powerful way to connect with your inner self is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you gain clarity, process emotions, and uncover hidden beliefs that might be blocking your manifestation journey. Think of it like this. Imagine you're writing a letter to your soul, a conversation between your conscious and subconscious mind. You might be surprised at the insights and wisdom that emerge when you give your inner voice a chance to speak. The philosopher Blaise Pascal said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." In today's world, that's truer than ever. We're so addicted to distraction, to filling every moment with noise and stimulation, that we've forgotten the power of silence. So, my friends, embrace silence and connection. Find moments of quietude in your day. Disconnect from the external noise and reconnect with your inner wisdom. As the poet Rumi once said, "Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation." And there you have it, my friends, 10 powerful ways to relax and manifest everything you want. It's a journey of self-discovery, of aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your deepest desires. It's about cultivating a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and trust in the universe. Remember, manifestation is not about magic spells or wishful thinking. It's about taking responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's about showing up for yourself day after day and creating a life that truly reflects your values and aspirations. As we've explored in this episode, manifestation is a holistic practice that involves harnessing the power of your mind, going with the flow, cultivating gratitude, using the power of attraction, being mindful of abundance, tapping into the power of sleep, starting your day with intention, visualizing your goals, breathing with purpose, embracing silence and connection. It's a journey that requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion, but the rewards are well worth the effort. When you learn to manifest your desires, you unlock a world of possibilities. You create a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Thank you so much for reading. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and subscribe to Stoic Habits for more insights on Stoicism, self-improvement, and personal growth. Remember, my friends, the power to create the life you desire lies within you. So go out there and manifest your dreams. See you soon.